Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am bringing you my final update on my Partners in Cream. This is the last update before the finale in December. I do have some exciting progress to show you today. I am rotating out 2 products and I am going to bring them in just because why not? And I am trying to hit pan on another item before the end of the year, potentially use up another item before the end of the year. So I thought that I would just rotate it in, see how I can do over the next month and let you know. Before we get into the update, if you are new around here, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below so you keep up to date on this project and all my other project pans that I'm doing this year and into 2023. And without further ado, let's jump on into it. So I am working on 6 products at the moment. My goal is to essentially use all of them up before the end of the year. That's not gonna happen, but I've come to the realization it's just not gonna happen before the end of the year, but I am making good progress on some of them, a lot of them. The first one is my Stila Magnificent Metal in the color Embellish. I was hoping to get some more uses on this one and have it up to like over 20 uses. I haven't used this once. Total fail on my part, but I am really focusing on my Pan Those eyeshadows. I'm down the hole when it comes to Pan Those eyeshadows. I'm committed, I'm dedicated, and it just doesn't have my time at the moment. So I will try and maybe get maybe a handful more uses on this one before the end of the year, but I'm definitely not going to have this one done by the end of the year. I've kind of given up on it, if I'm honest. Moving into my blush. Now, I didn't weigh this one. I will leave the weight on the screen if it has changed. I don't think that it will have changed because, again, this is another one that I have come to the realization that I'm definitely not going to have this one done before the end of the year. So again, I've kind of given up on it. I do want to try and maybe get this one up to 50 uses before the end of the year. I am a long way off. I am currently sitting at 28 uses. So I still have another 12 uses. No, I still have another 22 uses to go on this one, which is a lot to do in 1 month. But I think that I could potentially get to 50 uses. So we'll see how we go. I would have really liked to have at least hit pan on this one before the end of the year. Obviously the goal was to use it up. Pan would be the next best goal, but I really don't think that's gonna happen. I was using this one like crazy the last month, like before the last update, and I saw like zero change on it. So that has kind of really turned me off, put me off. But this is gonna be, I think, definitely one that I'm gonna focus on next year, hopefully get it out of my collection completely. Then we also have my Too Faced Glitter Glue. I have been using this one a little bit. I still don't think there's any change on the level. I swear that there is an air bubble in here somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. I'm slowly making way with it, but I don't know. Maybe once I finish up my Derived Cosmetics eyeshadow primer, I can try and figure out a way to use this as an eyeshadow primer. I'm not the biggest fan of using this as an eyeshadow primer, but just purely with the intention of getting it out of my collection, I might try and figure out a way that I can use this as an eyeshadow primer just to get it moving, because it is really starting to get on in age and I would really like to have it completely used up and out of my collection. And Too Faced don't make this one anymore, so it is a little bit sad to see it go in terms of, I think it does perform super well as a glitter glue, but it's just getting really old. It's getting beyond a joke. My eyeliner, now I used this one 6 times. I used this one an additional 3 times over the last month, and I've actually made really good progress in terms of like the length of it. Now, there was a point this month where I think I sharpened it and a big chunk came out of the pencil, so I managed to drop the level quite a lot, and I've used it a handful of times as well. I found that it's actually really nice and creamy at the moment, so also when I use it, I go through quite a lot. I have to like resharpen it because it's quite creamy. So there might potentially be a chance that I can have this one finished before the end of the year. I probably only need to use it maybe another 6-ish times and I can see the end of it. But yeah, it's just a matter of using it. Sometimes I find because it's creamy, it can go everywhere. So I need to be a little bit careful with it when I use it. But when I do use it, I use a decent amount. Now, moving on to the most exciting product updates. These two are finished. I am blown away. So my lip liner, which was the Nabla lip liner, I still have probably maybe one use left of this. I sharpened it after applying my lip liner today. Once I finish what is showing now, it's completely done because I can't sharpen it anymore. I'm actually at the point where it's at the plastic. So as you can see there, that tiny little bit of color on the end there is probably one use, if that. So this one's definitely going to be finished probably tomorrow when I do my makeup, but I am calling this one done. I'm calling it a total success. If I take the photos for this update, I probably will take the photos for this update after I finish this one up. So you'll see in my little like tracking measuring chart that it will be gone. And hopefully that will verify that I finished it up. But I finished this one up with a total of 43 uses on this one. Took me to finish it up. So I have been using this one. I think I have had this one in for 2 updates. So that one took me a little bit of time, and by the end of it, I did really enjoy this formula. It's still not my favorite though out of the lip liners that I have in my collection, but I'm happy to see it go. And then this one I finished today. As you can see, there's a little bit of product left in there, but I'm not even going to bother because like I can't sharpen it anymore or anything like that. This one took me ages. I was worried that I wasn't going to get this one finished by the end of the year. There was a point there this month when I was like, maybe it's not going to happen, but it's got harder and harder to sharpen. And I thought I'm nearly at the point where it's not going to be any more in the tube or in the pencil, and we reached that point today. This was starting to get so difficult to sharpen because there was nothing to hold on to. I finished this one up with 47 uses on this one, and she is finished. I am so happy with my progress on this. This was one of the products that I like targeted or like identified at the start of the year that I wanted to have out of my collection by the end of the year. So I'm very happy. This concludes the trio set of the Smashbox contour, step-by-step contour set that I had. This was the last one I had from that set. Very happy that I finally managed to use it up and get it out of my collection. So that gives me 2 empties, and like I said at the start, I am crazy. I am actually going to rotate in 2 products to replace those. So to replace my lip liner, I am going to bring in my little mini of my Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in Pillow Talk. I haven't used this one all that much, so there's still most of it left. I don't think I'll have this one finished by the end of the year, but I'll probably maybe get through like half of it. I do love these little Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. I think they're a great formula, and this lip cheat in Pillow Talk, it's basically like my lip color, so it's very easy for me to wear, but it does give me the effect that I like from a lip liner. And I really enjoy the formula as well. So that one's going to come in to replace my lip liner, and then to replace my cream bronzer, contour bronzer, I am going to bring back my Fenty Cheeks Out cream bronzer in amber. This is basically the contour color from this range. I am hoping to be able to hit pan on this one before the end of the year. I feel like I'm getting very close up in the corner here to hitting pan. I had this in the project earlier in the year for 50 uses, and I wasn't able to hit pan. So I'm hoping that between now and the finale, I can reach the pan, hopefully. I'm optimistic. It might not happen, but I am optimistic that I can at least find the pan. I'd really like to hit pan on this one before the end of the year. And then maybe I think I might want to try and use up either this one or the one that I have in Butter Biscuit next year as part of this project, just because they are a open pan compact. I feel like they're not as secure when it comes to exposure to air and all of that. So this one, hopefully I can hit pan on it. Wish me luck on that. The NARS is probably the only thing that I might have a chance of finishing before the end of the year. I think the rest is purely just going to be trying to make as much progress as I can before the end of the year. I don't think there's going to be anything else that I'm going to have finished. So that is my update on my partners in cream. Let me know how you are going down in the comments if you are focusing on cream products. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Ensure you're subscribed down below so you can keep up to date on all my future videos. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.